This visit was booked with the help of Ear to Ear Magic. If you're staying anywhere in the Central Florida area and want the best deals possible with no fees, no stress, and first-hand experience, then visit eartoearmagic.com.
Congalush folks, here I am at Coronado Springs, which is a blend of Spanish, Mexican, and Southwest American cultures.
It opened August 1st, 1997 as one of the Animal Kingdom moderate resorts with a focus on both convention-goer and romantic getaway. The centerpiece is the 15-story-high Gran Destino Tower with theming based off the 1945 Salvador Dali and Walt Disney collaborated animated short Destino. The ground hosts the largest convention center on Disney property, and other rooms can be found in the Castillas, the Ranchos, and the Cabanas villages. All rooms were renovated in 2018 with new beds, flooring, and art.
Tonight, I'll be staying at the Ranchos village, and I'll be giving you my review score of the resort's amenities, recreation, dining opportunities, and comfort level while I'm here. Then, I'll grade everything with my overall cleanliness level.
So let's start with the amenities. This is a resort that can see as many convention crowds as families. There's the normal business flair along with full-service gyms, health spas, and lots of jogging trails. The Disney Bus transportation service is the only complimentary service for the resort. Not lacking, but maybe a bit more on the peaceful side. My grade is a C+. Lots of options if you're a busy corporate suit type person. Recreation. The dig site is the fun center of Coronado Springs with the main pool of the resort known as the Lost City of Cibola? Caballo? There's also the Iguana Arcade, the Explorer Playground, a volleyball court, and the Siestas Cantina. Each village has its own simple leisure pool. Fitness centers are in the mornings, and in the evenings, campfire activities or movies under the stars are available, weather permitting. More jogging trails than you can stomach, including a weekly fun run on Sundays. Also, the Colors of Coronado experience is a master's-led painting class. Lots to do morning, noon, and night. Not a bad way to spend a day. My grade, a B+. With 5 lounges and bars, 2 quick service, and 3 table service eateries, there's no shortage. Some venues open later in the day, and some only operate half of the week. I wanted to try the 3 bridges, but with a 2-hour wait, we knew there were other options. We ate at Rick's Sports Bar, which has high-quality tavern food, lots of craft beers, and a good selection of cocktails. For breakfast, we went to El Mercado, the food court-style offering for the resort. They currently offer only grab-and-go meals with no frills but basic food. With plenty of options, but still certain limitations, my grade is a B- for now. This grade can very well change once I get a chance to try some of the higher-end joints. Comfort. The feel of the room was pleasant, and I really liked the look of the double barn doors, but don't expect them to block any noise from either side, really. One new feature Disney began to use was motion-triggered bathroom vents. They start when they sense you walk in and auto-turn off after a few minutes. Now this is a pretty cool feature I didn't really know about. If the vent is just going and going and going, you don't want to hear it anymore, boom, vent's off. You move on with your life. The reading chair was very stiff, but I turned it into a kid as it swiveled. The office chair was actually better to sit in. I checked all 8 USB ports and every light switch with no issues. The cooler took up the size of a regular office fridge but held significantly less, just a few cans or even fewer bottles. I did have an issue trying to close the curtains, and if you value your privacy like I do, it takes a little while to find that sweet spot to keep them shut. Some things you might never think to bring are items you may be very particular about, such as, I like Splenda in my coffee, but in most situations Disney doesn't carry it in the rooms. A little extra pocket sweetener never hurts. Same can be said if you have a favorite pillow or bedsheet or even particular soap you'd rather use. The environment's noise level was good and peaceful with no sounds of traffic or ice makers, but our neighbors were partying until after midnight and we could easily hear everything through the walls. Coronado is a large, spaced-out resort, but with the 3 bridges in play, the walking time to the main hub is significantly reduced if you're on the far end. The uncomfortable chairs, the thin walls, those were big misses for us. We'll go into more detail on our Patreon audio commentary, but the overall grade for comfort is a high C+.
So here we go, it's now nighttime. I got my checklist, I got my black light. Let's see what we find.
Keep in mind the black light will expose things you can't see with the normal white light, such as, say, fingerprints on the wall. Not everything that shows up is dirt or stains, but a lot of the time it is. Dust was probably the main culprit for the entire room, and it wasn't in abundance. Disney has begun to phase out box springs and use elevated frames for more storage space, and underneath the bed had the most dust in the room, but just enough to notice. The dresser and countertops were spot-free. The remote was wiped and placed into a sealed bag. The phone was in fantastic shape, it even smelled freshly clean. Door handles for the bathroom, fridge, and cabinets scored very high. Some light switches had a trace amount of dust in their creases, as did the coffee maker with some of the loose dust on the outside, but clean inside the unit itself. Armrests for the chair and underneath the cushion showed no stains or worn material. The toilet had a smear along the rim and a minor amount of spotting on the side wall. But the interesting area was the heavy spotted wall behind the toilet. This could be residue from the tank during a maintenance visit, it could be from towels, we don't really know. There's also some staining in the grooves along the tile and a blotch along the front of the toilet. The soap dispensers were all free of marks, as was the tub. The faucet and handle were free of hard water marks and very polished. We checked the surface of the bed covers and the sheets with no smudges or stain marks on all the layers. We didn't stop there though, as we pulled up the mattress cover too and inspected the bed itself. Aside from a few pieces of lint, this mattress was very clean and felt very soft, as the feel didn't have any former chunkiness you get with old dried spills. Portions of the wall and the surrounding area of the toilet were the only failing areas for the entire room. And again, I'll go into more detail on the Patreon audio commentary, but for our report card, I'll give the clean grade for the entire room a solid B.
Listen guys, I want to thank you for watching. First off, if you are still watching, what's wrong with you? No one watches YouTube videos past 5 minutes, but if you are, thank you. Go ahead, like and subscribe. And if you like this content that I'm doing, consider joining my Patreon, because all of today came out of my own pocket, but it'd be really nice if I got some, just slight financial help, just to help me pursue this and keep doing this to help keep these resorts on their toes, and, possibly just showing you guys how clean they are actually in real life. But thanks again for watching, guys. Again, join the Patreon. The links are down below.